Hello again. I am Caner. I am with you with another video. Today is gonna be the third pilot talk. Yeah, I cannot believe it's already third video. It's gonna be an awesome video. This month I was on reserve. I'm gonna give details about reserve month. Alright, let's continue. Okay, before moving, I just want to give a couple of information about the bidding process and the reserve month. But before coming that, I would like to describe seniority. Yeah, seniority is the most important thing for a pilot if they are working for a company which is based on seniority. Let me give you an example. If you are working one of the legacies in United States, they're all seniority-driven airlines, like United, Delta, American Airlines, or if you go to Europe, Air France, KLM, Lufthansa, they are seniority-based. Basically, the moment that you join the company, you get a number, staff number, ID, whatever it is. Then you start building your seniority. First a couple of years, you always have bad rosters. Then by time, your rosters are getting better and better. But if you are working for a company which is not that much seniority driven like my company, even though you are a junior, you are a rookie, you can still get a nice flights and nice bidding systems. That being said, now I will give the details. In my company, we have 5 bidding groups. So each month you are getting top bid, second top bid, third bid, fourth bid, and the bottom bid. So based on this, you can bid for specific flights, days off, or whatever. In that case, in some months, you are on reserve. For instance, in my company, once a month, 1 month in a year, you are on reserve. In general, this takes place when you are on the bottom bid. In my case, I was bottom bid in March, so I didn't get any roster. Therefore, basically you don't know what you are gonna do for a month. That sounds bad. I agree, it's a little bit bad because you cannot plan anything. You have a whole month available in front of you, but you don't know what you are gonna do. Are you gonna have days off? You are gonna fly somewhere else? It's just like a lottery. But also there's a good thing about it. Normally, reserve months in my company is calm. You are not flying that much. That was my guess. If you remember at the end of the February pilot talk, I talk about it. If you want to hear a little bit, I just can put a video here so you can hear what I said. My month actually started a busy time. I was expecting to get a couple of days off, but at the beginning of the month, I flew Glasgow. That was an awesome flight for me because I've never been in Glasgow before. I used to make a turnaround from Istanbul, but now it was a layover. So I was excited. That was a destination I have never been before. So I took this opportunity to record a vlog for you guys. I'll be sharing this Glasgow vlog in a while, but until then, stay tuned. This month was amazing for me because I've recorded many vlogs for you guys. That being said, let's continue talking a little bit about Glasgow. The hotel was in really nice location. I really loved it because it's literally next to city center. You can walk, you can go anywhere in the city. Most of the crew use this destination for shopping. And Glasgow, is in Scotland and is in very good position. So you literally can spend your day in Glasgow. If you have a longer layover, you can take a train to the Edinburgh. In both cases, this is awesome. What I chose, I wanted to stay in Glasgow so I could explore the city. That was a unique experience for me. I'm not gonna give details about Glasgow because, as I told you before, I'm preparing a vlog about it. You can find each details about Glasgow layover in that video. But now let's continue for flight details. The first sector from Dubai to Glasgow was 7 hours 40 minutes. And the return sector was 7 hours 4 minutes. I've described the reason why it is like this, because the main reason in there is the winds. When you're flying from west to east, as always, is shorter, and it's like 15 hours flight. I loved it because my reserve month started really nice. I really like 7-8 hours flight. They are not that tired, and at the same time, in a one flight, you just log 15-16 hours. So basically, if you think of that way, you're flying 80-85 hours in a month, it means that 5 flights. Whereas you can make 3 turnarounds and still you can make less than 15 hours in a month. Therefore, I like Europe flights. There are a couple of more reasons why I like Euroflights as well. First of all, most of the flights arrive to Dubai around 11:30, 12:30 in the night time. So basically, you come home around 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. in the morning, and then you have all available day next morning. But officially, you are counted as work since it's touching the next day. Your duty is touching the next day. So basically, you don't get any day off, but you are using whole day available. Most of the European flights are arriving to Dubai during that time frame. That's really nice. And also, no need to mention about it, layovers in Europe, they are really good. And most of the hotels are in the city center. Even though they are not in the city center, you can have a train, bus, whatever it is, you can easily commute to city center and travel around the city. And that's it basically about Glasgow. After Glasgow, I arrived to Dubai and I got 3 days off. After 3 days off, I've been assigned to a high quality standby. I couldn't hear your voice. What is high quality standby? Guys, you are high quality for the company. It means that company can roster you for any flight. You are in Dubai for 2 days, so you are acclimatized. So it means that you can fly short haul, long haul, ultra long haul. You are available for each duty in the company. That's why it's high quality standby. When you are assigned to a high quality standby, when you are on reserve, it means that most probably you can get a flight. And exactly that's what happened to me. I was at home, I was waiting, checking my roster, checking my app. Then finally, I've been assigned to a flight. It was 5 days trip from Dubai to Athens, Athens to Newark, New Jersey, from New Jersey to Athens back, and from Athens to Dubai. Is 5 days trip. These duties are called multi-sector flights. To be honest, I'm not fan of them. I have reasons why I don't like them. First of all, those are multi-sectors. You are having stopovers. Dubai to Athens, 24 hours layover. Athens to New Jersey, another 24 hours layover. New Jersey to Athens back, another 24 hours layover. And finally, from Athens to Dubai. Imagine you're spending 5 days, and at the end of the flight, you are going US and coming back. Normally, those are ULR flights. Normally, after and before ULR flights, you always have 2 days off. But if you are having these multi-sector flights, they don't need to give you 2 days off after the flight. First of all, you are giving up from days off. And second of all, these flights are more tiring because all the time you're flying to other destinations, coming back, other destinations. They're more tiring. And also, the layover durations are shorter. For instance, rather than having 48 hours layover in US, you are dividing layovers. So you are always moving from point A to point B to point C, come back to point B. It's a little bit tricky and a little bit challenging. And also, the rest time in the flights, they're reduced. Most of the time you are flying there 2 pilots and sometimes 3 pilots. If you fly from Dubai to US, it's always 4 pilots, so you can share the rest. But if you are not flying direct from Dubai to US, if you have a stopover point, then in that case, it's more tiring. Long story short, it's tiring, less day off, same flight, same flying pay. What else? Less day off in Dubai, so you are more tired. They're not my favorite. But still, duty is duty. You cannot say no. I've been assigned this flight and I flew to Athens. First sector was 5 hours, 28 minutes. Guys, I've never seen Athens that bad. The weather was terrible. I don't know when was the last time I've seen Athens like this, because Athens climate is almost same as Izmir, Turkey's climate, because they're lying on the same parallel, almost. But it was snowing. There was a thunderstorm. It was raining. Oh, I cannot believe my eyes. It was really challenging. Finally, we managed to get land and we went to hotel. I wanted to go out there. I did it. Actually, I was planning to record a vlog for you guys there, because at the beginning of the flight, I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna go to Athens twice, 24 hours later. I can record something, but the weather was so terrible. You couldn't even walk. It was raining like hell, and at the same time cold, snowing. Absolutely, I didn't do anything. I did a couple of stuff. You can have a look at here. I will put some pictures, some videos all around the Athens that wherever I visited, but those are not enough to record a vlog. Next time, if I fly again to Athens, I will be recording a vlog for you guys. I promise. That being said, let's continue with my layover. Guys, I'm from Turkey. Greek food and Turkish food. They are both debating with each other. But at the end of the day, more or less they are same. They're so close to each other. So for me, flying Athens is almost identical to flying home to Turkey. Food is same, delicious. It is amazing environment. I really love Athens layover. I would love to go there. Though what I said about these multi-sector flights, still I'm okay to do one more Athens-Newark flight. That was really unique experience for me. The other good thing about layovers now, guys, finally, we can explore the cities again. During COVID time, unfortunately, it was a little bit challenging. There were lots of rules, regulations, countries were implying on you. You were not allowed to go out. You cannot leave the hotel room. You cannot leave the hotel. Based on destinations, basically, you were locked in the hotel room. But now, finally, world is adapting living with COVID. That's a good thing. Now, almost most of the destinations requirements have been lifted. That's a good thing for us. Next day, from Athens, we flew to Newark, New Jersey. Guys, for the first time in my life, in 777, I had to de-ice. I recorded this video for you. You can have a look at it. Of course, I'll put the video here. But the thing is, we cannot see how they were making de-icing. Because in 737, when you have a look at your right side, you can see the wings. But in 777, it's too long. You cannot see anything. But I just recorded the weather. You cannot believe your eyes. Normally, it's not common to have snowfall to Athens. And when you're flying those destinations which is not very well prepared, it's always problematic. For instance, if you fly to winter destinations like Chicago, like New York, you can find really nice cold weather operation there. But in Athens, they're not prepared. So we had snowfall and we had to de-ice. Not even anti-icing I'm talking about, only de-icing. What is the difference in between? Shortly, de-icing is just applying heater and also hot water or some other chemicals, but you are not de-icing. De-icing is consisting of two steps. De-icing is the only first step. So basically, we didn't need to make anti-icing. That was only one step. Initially, they told us that it's gonna be 2 track, but it ended up only 1 track. They said 15 minutes, it took 45 minutes, and we were late, of course. We departed late, we arrived to New Jersey late, so unfortunately our layover time has been reduced by delay. The sector was 10 hours 41 minutes. It's not that long, not that short, 3 pilots operation. It's very rare in my company to have 3 pilot operations. To be honest, I'm not fan of 3 pilots operation. Thank God in my company we don't have many 3 pilots operation. Most of the time when you fly to US it's 4 pilots. When it's 3 pilots, rest time have been reduced by significantly. And also it's affecting, your tiredness and everything. When I have this kind of 3 pilots operation, when I go to a destination, it's really difficult for me to go out and explore. That's exactly what happened. When I flew to New Jersey, I didn't do anything else because I was so tired. And let me talk a little bit about the New Jersey flight. It's standard departure from Athens, flying over Europe, then you fly over North Atlantic. We have been talking a lot about North Atlantic until now. You can have a look at my first and second video about it. You can see the technical details there. I'm not gonna talk anymore about it. And we flew over North Atlantic and we land. The flight to New York is always challenging, or New Jersey, because in the small area there are 3 busiest airports in the United States. You can see that, and those are JFK, LaGuardia, and also Newark. We were flying Newark, but because of heavily dense area, and you can see the other airplanes flying around, it's really complex structure, and you don't have any room to make a mistake. And as I told you before, air traffic control in United States is totally different than the rest of the world. Sometimes they are not standard, they are not following standard phraseology. So basically they are talking like a daily life, and because of the accent differences, you might miss the instructions or you can confuse it easily. But the good thing is they're really friendly. They always help you. That being said, we landed, we parked, it was already late because we departed late, and when we arrived to the hotel, I was so tired. I feel like I am dead. Then hotel was nice, but to be honest, hotel was very far away from everywhere. Next day I woke up, there was a shuttle to the shopping mall. I went there, I did some grocery shopping, and already it was time for pickup. So basically I didn't do anything in New Jersey. If I was fresh, I was planning to go New York for you to record a vlog in New York. It's like a 30-45 minutes train ride, but I felt so tired. So basically I had to skip that as well. So I couldn't record a vlog in Athens, I couldn't record a vlog in New York, but I'll be flying many destinations. I'll be recording many videos for you guys. And return sector was uneventful, but the flight time has been reduced by significantly thanks to winds. The return sector was 8 hours 33 minutes, again 3 pilots. I was managed to sleep around 2 hours. Then we landed to Athens and the weather was as expected very bad, and we couldn't even go to hotel that fast because of rain and snowfall. They closed the highway, so we had to take the other way. We were late again. We arrived to hotel, I took a rest, and then I went out. I didn't even go out for eating. Normally, if I have an option, I always go out to eat the good food. But that time, I didn't go out because I was so tired. I ordered food in the hotel. We had some talk with other pilots, cabin crew. We enjoyed our time. That was it basically. And next day, we returned back to Dubai. The return flight to Dubai was uneventful, and also it was nice. The bad weather was gone, so we were able to take off, make a normal calculations, no de-icing, no ITNC, everything was really nice. And return sector was 4 hours 5 minutes. After this flight, that was an amazing time frame for me, guys. I was at home for 9 days, 7 days off and 2 standby duties that I didn't get any flight. So basically, I was at home for 9 days. Of course, they don't give you 9 days off in a row. I would go somewhere else, I will go home, I will go vacation, but in that case, they always tell you what you are gonna do for the next day. For instance, today, Monday at 6 p.m., they're gonna tell you if you have any flight on Tuesday. So therefore, you cannot go anywhere. I was sitting at home doing my things. I was studying, I was doing my stuff, and I was checking my roster each day at 6 p.m. if I had any duty. And also, 2 times I've been assigned to standby duties. During that time frame, you need to be ready for a flight just in case if they assign a flight. But I didn't get any flight, so I was at home for 9 days. That was awesome. After 9 days, of course, I've been assigned to a flight. That flight was also very good because it was a freighter flight. I love freighter flights. I will tell you the flight. Dubai positioning to Accra. We call it that heading as well. From Accra to Sao Paulo back to Accra, Accra to Dubai. That was an awesome flight. I love that heading flights. They are really good for a couple of reasons. First of all, you get paid. So I was sitting as a passenger, 8 hours, 15 minutes in business class, eating my food, reading my book, watching movies, surfing on the internet, and at the same time, I got paid full 8 hours, 15 minutes. Isn't it beautiful? I think it's very beautiful. And we arrived Accra. In Accra, we had 32 hours layover. Good thing, I recorded some videos in Accra. I'm not gonna tell the details about Accra layovers because it was 2 times for me to have a layover in Accra. So at the beginning and at the end, because that flight was again multi-sector flights. Dubai, Accra, Sao Paulo, Accra, back to Dubai. And now I'll give you some little hints about my Accra layover. It will be all around here. Maybe I can even put a small video about it, but you can find the details about my layover in Accra in my Accra vlog, all right? Stay tuned for this Accra vlog as well. Accra, I've been many times. I mean, it's nice destination, hotel is good, food is there is beautiful, you can go out, you can do many things in Accra. That's exactly what I have done. And after 32 hours, finally there was time for me to operate. The first sector, as I told you, was deadheading. The second sector from Accra to Sao Paulo, and from Sao Paulo to Accra was, and again, Accra to Dubai, we operated in the same airplane, and that was all freighter operation. Flight from Accra to Sao Paulo was 7 hours 22 minutes. We flew over Atlantic Ocean as well, but there is one little detail. Most of the time, northern part of Atlantic Ocean is really busy because main traffic is from US to Europe. If you fly from Africa to southern part of America continent, it's really quiet. Basically, you are flying there alone. Sometimes you don't even see any other traffics, any other airplane. From Accra, you just fly over ocean, then all the way towards to Brazil. Basically, that's it. The weather was a little bit challenging because the clouds top there can be really high, and we had some clouds that created really small static discharge, and thanks to them, we were able to spot San Elmo fires. I've recorded San Elmo fires for you guys, so you can see how a San Elmo fire looks like. And I want to hear your comments. Do you think that is scary or not? I recorded for you, so I would like to hear from you. That was also a nice flight. We landed Sao Paulo. The cargo apron is really nice, very close to the runway. We parked in a couple of minutes, so we were only 5 of us, me, captain, and 3 cabin crew. Everything was so fast. That was really nice. I liked freighter flight. Then we arrived to hotel. The layover was really short. Normally I would never go out, but I have a friend living in Sao Paulo, and we made a plan to meet together. Thanks to her, she made me travel around Sao Paulo. Normally Sao Paulo is a huge city. I would never go to city center because we are staying next to the airport. It's an airport hotel, but from the airport to city center sometimes it's like 1 hour, and exactly my Uber ride took 1 hour 5 minutes. It was disaster. And Sao Paulo is not my favorite city because, you know, there are not many attractions you can do. I'm like an outdoor person. I don't want to just walk between the buildings, skyscrapers or something like this. I would like to have more attractions like nature, going out, seeing something. You know, Sao Paulo is just a city for business for me. I don't find it very beautiful, to be honest, but still I've recorded short vlog for you. I hope you are gonna enjoy it, and I want to hear your comment. What's your favorite Brazilian city? There was a short layover, and of course I had a couple of stuff. I like acai, so I tried acai bowl. I'll put a picture here, and also I bought my coffee because I love Brazilian coffees and Ethiopian coffees. If I fly either destination, I always buy coffee. So I bought my coffee, come back to my room, take some nap, and I flew back to Accra, 7 hours 12 minutes, and we had to stay in Accra as well. Another short 15-16 hours layover, and then from Accra to Dubai we flew back, and it was around 7 hours 47 minutes. That's it. That concludes my flights from Dubai, Accra, Sao Paulo, back to Accra and Dubai. I was very lucky. I get couple of flights. I flew long flights, so that gave me many days off in Dubai. Let's recap my reserve month in March. My reserve month started with a Glasgow flight. After Glasgow, I had a couple of days off. Then I flew Athens and Newark, New Jersey. And then I came back to Dubai. Then I got many days off. Then I flew to Accra and Sao Paulo. These 5 flights were my flights in March. Thanks to these long flights, these 5 flights were long flights, I got many days off in Dubai. That was an awesome thing for me. Normally, you are getting reserve months at the bottom bit, so this month was supposed to be your worst month. To be honest, this month was my best month for a while. I've never had that good roster. And of course, you don't know what you are gonna fly, but at the end of the month, I can easily say that I really love my reserve month. That was a unique and awesome thing. And I just flew 3 times. Like I mean said, I went to airport 3 times and I got many days off. In this month, I flew 74 hours, 4 minutes, and I got 13 days off, then I got 3 rest days, and also I got 2 standby days that I didn't get any duty. Total, I was at home 18 full days. That was an awesome thing. I wish I would always have this kind of rosters. 18 days at home, 12 days I flew, and it's like 74 hours flight. That was really optimal roster for me. That concludes our video for March. Let's see what am I gonna have in April. But as usual, before leaving, I want to make a small reminder for you. Please, 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 do not forget to like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button to get the notifications once I upload the new video. Your likes, comments really keep me motivated to record new videos for you guys. Alright, see you in the next videos. Next videos will be, of course, Pilot Talk April 2022. Bye bye!